I don't know how he did it. We're talking about nerves of steel when everything is on the line. DJ and Ages and Skittles in first place. Skittles proving that he has got it as well. That wasn't the flashy edit and pump. That wasn't the high ground take. That was just pure nerves of steel. The edit down, the build away, did not panic, and they are now alive to play another day. And that's exactly what they're doing. Not only are they playing, they are going for it. They are pushing up, and they're maybe dropping back down, but high contested. DJ and Ages and Skittles have noticed this. High ground is being fought right now. They can go up, but unfortunately, DJ falls. Edgy is going down. It's Commandment and Censored. All of our top 4 teams right now, I think, are at least missing one member. No one is a full trio pushing forward. Who can get something out of this game? 10, 20, 30 points would be massive for any of these teams right now to overcome each other. It's literally a battle of duos. This is Trio FNCS, but all your top teams are down to duos.
And I love what Skittles is doing here. He's going to go ahead and layer change up as well. Aegis is now down. It's up to Skittles to clutch up by himself. Reverse 2K might be joining him soon. And oh no, Reverse goes down to the zone there. It is up to Miro once again to solo clutch this. So far, Scented and Commandment are looking like they have the best odds. They have someone here on the edge of the storm. That's the refresher they need, and the follow-up from Scented, it's gonna be good. There goes the full finish. It's on to Sizz Lucky. Scented is still in this game. No more Commandment here. He's gotta be quicker, though. The zone's doing his damage. Can he get there safely? Can he find it? And he does. But no, the Stinker is greeted, and he gets taken out. And now we're looking at a 2-on-3 for the final game.
But this is right now 5th place onto Kazu Fishy right now. So at the same time, Threats needed this massively. I don't think he's going to be able to do it. No, he's pinned up against the stealthy stronghold. He can't walk away with it. But right there, we saw Fort to pick up this team and try to carry them and push them forward, because it takes those kind of superstars to make these big games. Day's been here before. They've won an FNCS for such a young player who's just rose astronomically. The pressure's on and they need to make it happen, as Center's going to lead the rotate with those peppers like I talked about earlier.
Yeah, here it is. It's time to go in and hit the peppers, get the rotate. They're gone, and they're doing a good job making it all the way through. Not a single team looks back to fire at them either, so it's going to be a successful rotate to the front zone. Reverse 2K Miro and Day right up above. Use all that excess loot to do just that as well, and that's the benefit of sitting on top of the refresh loot there. You have so many options to play with. But for Edgy and crew, what else can they find here inside this game? The longer they stay alive, the better they are, again, distancing themselves away from that second place team of DJ, Aegis, and Skittles, who are no longer inside this competition. As far as teams up right now, Mega Dubs, Rokane, Daymiro, and Reverse 2K are the biggest competitors for them to go ahead and gap themselves away with. And it looks like they're looking at one another right now. The shots are exchanging between the two bots, and that is our 1st and 3rd place team ever so slightly getting into a bit of a skirmish on both sides of the wall there.
And they're right next to each other. We talk about Edgy, Commandment, and Censored being the kings of low ground. They got feet on the ground right now, but I think Zone might go back up and over here. They need to get up. The spray's coming out. This is very scary for them. Daymiro and Reverse are looking a bit better here. And if you look at Edgy's loadout compared to Censored, they have put all the firepower on Censored. If Censored gets caught out, they are going to lose so much coming into this end game. Daymiro and Reverse have evenly spread it out a little bit. They have kind of spread the loot and the pressure out. Censored is putting a lot of the pressure on himself right now. He has the big pump. He has the big infantry rifle, and right now he's sitting at the back looking to use them. Bucky takes down Coop. Macwood finishes off Coop. Miro gets Flake, so they're getting elimination on the board. There it is, 6 eliminations right now. They have 4 on top of Censored, Commandment, and Edgy. They are getting the points back, but Center's looking for it. They need to try to get to a spot in this zone where they can get down the bottom. If this zone goes down and then 8th zone goes across the mountain, that is Censored and Edgy's win condition. They need the zone to pull across, as Day gets another knock and an elimination. Day is stepping up like I asked him to, and they are pushing through this mid ground. They have the mats, but both of these teams, I would say Monster, are in almost identical situations.
Yeah, they all are. They all are just looking so good right now as far as the loot, the overall situation goes inside the game. But Cease is going to go ahead and fall there to the hands of Rokane and company. Rokane's going to find Knifer, and then the follow-up too. So that's a quick team right for him. And now, again, it puts him in position now to go ahead and carry his team just a little bit more, closer to that top 5 situation right now. And he is still in this game here. That's a big pump. 94. Can he get the body tag? No, he doesn't find it. But again, it is all about stealing away these placement points here. Ascended, Commandment, and Edgy just barely squeak their way out of that low ground. It's up the mountain. It's so tough to make these rotates, but they do manage to pull it off. And it's another end game finish for them. Miro's going to actually find Rokane there on the backside of the zone before he falls Miro to the hands of Scented. So big of a shot right there. Pivotal moment here for Scented. They are just trying to stamp their way to 1st place here, Ozzy.
This is everything right now. Center, the pressure's on. We've seen Edgy pull off the last place shot. We've seen Commandman do it time and time again. Centered, do you have it? Nerves of steel, the big pump in the back pocket, the infantry rifle. I have been hyping up your aim for days now. Can he pull it off? And no, he's going to go around the outside. He pushes away. He denies the elimination. And Macwood, Kanata, and Bucky. Yeah, and it's interesting. So we talk about high ground, mid ground, low ground. Damir and Reverse have kind of played everything. We haven't really seen them on high ground, but they're not scared to play second high. They'll play the mid ground. We do very rarely see them on the ultimate low, and you know that's the one issue, and also the strength of Centered Edgy Commandment. You know, if it's an end game and it's a flat zone, you know who's on the low ground. You know who's ultimate low front side. You either avoid that because you want to stay away from them, but alternatively, if you're a Reverse's team and you're playing catch up, that might be where you send it to try to get that big turnaround. If you can drop down on the low ground and beat them toe-to-toe, and not many teams can, but I believe Dave Miro and Reverse 2K could, that could be the big game. Or do you take the high ground to avoid them, make sure they don't get the points on you, and then have the big closeout? I feel like Reverse 2K, Dave and Miro have a little bit more versatility in the back pocket. We saw Centered's team go for a high ground yesterday, though, not getting zone and dropping down, but this is going to be an interesting zone. It's right now between two mountains. Centered Edgy Commandment, depending on how they've made their rotate, might set up across this gully, and we are literally going to see a face-to-face between first and second. Does the zone go south, north? Does it go back up the mountains, or is it going to play back into Misty Meadows? Right now, a lot of these zones are going to be very difficult, but far south, it has the potential to pull up to the disco house and go straight off Old Man Mountain.
Ooh, I thought they were going to set up for the three-peat open fire there. They almost had it as well. That team was sitting still, idle inside the box. But you know what? They opt to hold out here. They opt to hold out, wait the zone out. Mac was going to fall there to the elite trio there, so he does have to be careful. Crunch is going to go in and follow up. That's Narwhal, Slim, and company there. So that's a quick finish up for them. Slacks falls to our FNCS champions, having a tough day today. Acorn's going to go in and get the exchange onto him, but it's up to Daymir and Reverse 2K that we are watching. They have the max zone pool. When are you going to move? After you get some elims, nice and early now? Like, when is it time for you guys to get going? Because this is such a long rotate. We'd hate to see them get held out here now. They're going to jump on top of that weak team that they just lit up. Commandment actually pulls not only pulled the zone, but now pulls zone number 6 as well. So perfect for our first place team here. This is all but a perfect situation for them. And they still have Peppers here, Ozzy. Like, they have everything. Like, what more could you ask for him being in first place, coming into game 11 right now on a 2-day competition here, playing as well as they have, and now pulling zone once again.
And you're seeing the difference in playstyles. Commandment sent an Edgy 0 eliminations, but 374 above. Daymir and Reverse with 6 eliminations, only 130 above. So as much as Daymir and Reverse have been taking those aggressive fights, Centered Edgy Commandment are playing clinical, competitive Fortnite to get their tags. But Day's getting a little bit lost in the tarps right now. These are pretty messy. Mira's leading them around the outside, which you can do when you have Day, because if someone pops out, he's usually pretty quick to respond with that big purple pump. They make it to front side, but the issue right now, low ground is going to be tough. It's pulling down the mountain, but then it's going across the water. How are they going to be able to close this one out? Do they have to change up the style? Are they going to play those mid-ground layers a little bit more? And because Jeffa, Threats, and Rise have taken their position on the low ground, it's pulling across the water. Monster, we could potentially have a dam finish. We talk about mountains, but there is no more of a sheer drop than the Hydro Dam. Straight off that edge, and it can take you from first right down the leaderboard if you don't play it well. Commandment Centered Edgy are playing just one layer above the water. Avery goes down. It's going to be who can play this one, and Day goes down to Blake. So they're going down the backside. Who gets Adonis? They are still making moves. It's Nounsy, is lucky on the high ground. Reverse and Miro pushing through. No more Day. They've lost their big firepower, but Miro has proven that he can do more than enough as a solo, and when backed up by a World Cup qualifier with Reverse 2K, they have the potential to do it. But if you're a Centered Edgy Commandment fan, this is looking fantastic for you.
Miro
as
goes
they're
up.
getting refreshes on the mid ground. Miro's going up. Miro's going for high ground. They're sick of playing for second. They want first, and even as a duo, they go up, but Miro has one build. Was this the call, Miro? You put yourself up on a platform, up on a pedestal, and you need to prove that this was the right call. Do you get the refresh? He has to move the body back so the mats don't fall off the edge. That's 17 builds. That could be enough. Where's Reverse 2K in all this, though? Is he behind him? Is he up with him? Or is he down below? Reverse takes down Zlem. They're getting eliminations in different area. Miro has put the team on his back and gone for the hero play, and I respect it, but was it the right call? Miro has to prove it was.
Yeah, so far so good right here because he has found a lot of eliminations. He finds another one there on the backside of zone. The elims are the difference maker because he's still up. He's still early in placement as well. So you cannot count this out. And Miro might just be as quick as a flash here. He's going to walk in through the side. He finds two. That's one. And that's the second. And all of a sudden, Miro is proving why he is this good. And he wants another championship. He's not going to make it easy. Scented is down. Edgy is down. They are now out of this competition. Where is Commandment? Could Commandment still be up? If so, this is still on the line here. He's gonna find another knock onto Rise. Miro might just have the biggest clutch of the season right here, right now. There's only two players left below him. There's a knock there, Ozzy. Can he actually do this all? It's a full trio. Look, they found Commandment.
It's threats and jam, but Miro has to drop down. Can he make it work? He's done everything as a solo. He put everything on his back. He's jumping the side. He's hitting perfect shots. 9 builds. Has time to get the minis off. Let's see it, Miro. We hyped you up as a solo player. You've done it as a trio champion, but right now everyone is watching. Your teammates are watching. First place is watching. Can you overtake them? Just misses the shot. And no, that last pump shot over the top was just enough. At the same time as well, we've been focusing on the 2-horse race at the front, and it's even more so now. Jampa, Threats, and Rise in 3rd are down. DJ and Aegis Skittles in 4th are down. Mega
Dave finds
in
Acorn.
5th is still up. Dave finds an Elim. This is genuinely down to Commandment's team versus Dave's team. Nothing else matters at the top right now. No one can overtake them. They are battling it out. They are duking it out blow for blow. Every elimination you come up will be the difference. These two teams have been within 1 or 2 eliminations the difference now around top 3 for so long today. Damir and Reverse have played a little bit of catch up and they need to push forward. The loadout is looking a little bit worse than what I originally thought right now, but Commandment Edgy, they're not in the feed. They're not getting a limbs, but they're not going down either. They are rotating. Can they run up the low ground as a duo, or are they going to change the playstyle? As Day is looking for it right now. Day's been a little bit quiet today. It's been the story of Miro, and no, Commandment is so low. He's almost down. Edgy's going forward. 3 builds. Edgy, you have to show us what you can do. You've been clutching up so many points today as a solo. You're going to need to, because Day is still getting points on the backside. Commandment gets some meds off. I hope Commandment has some builds in the back pocket. Day is falling behind, but Miro Reverse are leading the charge, and Day's picking up the eliminations. So is Miro.
My gosh.
They're charging
Edgy's
forward,
down.
and no, Edgy is down. It's all up to Commandment. He has to take on a full trio of the best players in the world. But Miro goes down. Days goes down. It's just
Day's
Reverse.
down.
It is Reverse 2K versus Commandment. Reverse 2K
There's no
put
way.
a target on his back earlier this week. He might get the revive onto Miro. He stood up in front of everyone and said, we're the best trio, and now Rev K has to back it up. It looks like they get up Miro, but can he make it in? This is going to be so close. Commandment goes down.
Commandment's down. Edgy is down.
If Reverse and Miro keep pushing, they might have this, but Reverse is getting lit up as well. They both might go down early. Reverse is 5 HP. He goes back for him. He doesn't get it. Where is Miro in all of this? Miro has to hold on. This is coming down to single points the difference. 1 tick to zone. Miro, you stepped up in front of the whole lobby and showed everyone who you are. You need to hold on.
And there
it
it
goes
is.
down. They're both out. Was the extra placement enough, Monster? This is just too close.
Absolutely, and again, they had the Elam lead as well, and now on high ground, though, Saf, Avery, and Stretch are here to put down the pain and power of height. They've done it all weekend long. They have literally played for victory after victory every single game. And now we get to see them once again try to play for a big dub here. Avery's gonna hop on down. He wants to get inside the mix here. Here comes the pump shot. That's a beautiful white tag. Scope goes down. And now it's time to finish things up and wrap up these last 3 teams. Can Saf, Stretch, and Avery close out in dominant fashion here? Avery's on fire right now. There's a beautiful pump and a finish. Get him out of here. Another team wipe off for Avery there. Ozzy, this has been a phenomenal FNCSNA East. I mean, we've watched nothing but pop-off fest. This last game couldn't have been any closer as it does come down to the final stretch here.
This could be a battle for top 3. Saf, Stretch, and Avery in 6th. Mega Dubs and Rokane just went down. Saf, Stretch, and Avery need to win this for a podium finish. 3rd is on the line. Avery jumps out the
Saf
side.
is down.
Saf goes down. Stretch is up there. Avery, we talked about it. You have big shoes to fill. You jumped up and you took over stage 4. Can you happen from the high ground? Kaz goes down. Avery's doing everything he can, but it just wasn't enough. He played it so well. Kaz, Aspect, and Who Fishy.
When you look at it here, right, there is a 33-point difference in the placement category, but then there are 22 elims differences, so that alone is 44 points, and the elim potential of this team at the top here is just too good. Like,
It just didn't really work out. The last few games, they just couldn't get position. They couldn't get eliminations. We see our 11th through 20th as well. All these teams, Zeke, have got